Hi there, it's Karen here, and I'm back from my holidays and I couldn't wait to get back in my craft room to start crafting again. And my husband said to me, I'll go and do the shopping, make me a list, and you can just go and spend the day in your craft room, because we only got home last night. I've not unpacked, I've not done anything. I just wanted to come in here and do something, do a video, and get back into my crafting and get back to talking to you guys, because I've missed you. I only just started videoing again after Christmas, and then I was away for a week and I couldn't do any crafting, and I really missed it. Sad, eh? I know. I was on holiday and all I could think about was coming home and doing some crafting. So here I am, and today I want to do the next prompt in the Altered Index Challenge, because I'm trying to get these videos up on a Monday, and that's tomorrow. So I want to try and get this done. I had it all prepared before I went on holiday, but I just didn't have time to do it. So I thought, well, if I can get in here this morning, I'll try and get it done. I know what I want to do. I don't know how it'll end up, but fingers crossed it'll turn out okay. So I'll just bring in the list of prompts again. So the next prompt, the prompt from week 3, is patterns. Some of these prompts are really going to be quite challenging, I think. This one, I had a bit of time to think about it, so I think patterns you can go in any way you want. So I'm trying to do a variety of things. And I want to start with doing some stenciling. I really love this stencil. This is one I was using in my last Moroccan journal. It's called Deco Arch. It's the Tim Holtz. But I love this. I love this pattern. So I thought I'd start by just doing that. And I want to. I'm going to spray it, because I rather than doing it with the distress inks, to see how that comes out. I'm not sure how it'll end up. It might get a bit smudgy, but I want to try it. So I'm going to, so it doesn't shift as I'm doing it, I'm going to just stick it down with a bit of washi tape. And I actually want to, do I want to cover up? Yeah, I do want to cover up this bit, because I don't want it to go where there isn't where the stencil isn't. So let's just find a bit of paper just to cover up that bit. That's it. And just put a few bits of washi tape. So how have you all been? I know I did have videos going up last week. I managed to film in ahead just for those couple. I am planning to get back into doing 3 videos a week now I'm back from my holiday, because the third one will be the next journal that I do, and I think it'll be the Moroccan one. I'm almost there. I just need to gather everything and gather my thoughts about what I'm going to do. So whether I get it done this week, I can't be sure, because my feeling is I want to do that on a Wednesday. Wednesday will be journal day, and I don't know if I'll get it done for this Wednesday or not, because I haven't got a lot of time. So if I don't do it this week, if I don't start it this week, I will be starting it next week, and we'll crack on with it, and I will just be on, really get going. But I've got to work my way into it this week, because having been away, there's an awful lot to do. We've got our usual commitments, grandparenting commitments, this coming up this week, of course, and that takes quite a bit of time, and a few other things. So I will hopefully get really cracking next weekend and get some videos knocked out, and then we'll really get started on that journal. Right, let's get started on this. So I'm going to use I'm going to start with pink. This is, I used a couple of these in the other videos that I've done, the other Altered Index ones. This is the third colour I have. Just have the 3 colours. This is a Prima spray. I've had it for quite a while. Wild Raspberry. It's a Colour Bloom 2 limited edition. This is one I got in a hip kit some years ago. I have no idea where you get them from, but it has got a bit of shine in it. It's got a bit of mica in it, I suppose. So I'm hoping it works. Sorry about the rattling noise. Yeah, I think giving that a good old shake. They always tell you to shake sideways and not up and down, because if you do it up and down, it might the mica goes up the nozzle. That's what they used to say when we did these. Right, let's see how this turns out. Could be a disaster. Okay, darker than I remember. So I'm just wondering whether to, I think I might dab it with the kitchen towel. Kitchen towel. I don't know whether I'm getting any pattern on here or not. Doing this does knock the colour back somewhat, which is good because it's kind of a lot darker than I remember. But that's okay. I don't know whether I'm going to get this deco pattern coming through or not. Don't know how it works with the spray. If not, we'll try something else. Take this off. Let's peel it up and see if we've got anything. Well, yes, there is. You can definitely see the deco. It's actually it's kind of multicoloured, which I quite like. Yeah, okay, I'm happy with that. Let's get this. Get these bits of washi tape off. I'm just going to give this a quick wipe. Did I get one out? Yes, I did. Quick wipe with a wet wipe just to clean it down quickly. I did actually regret not taking any crafting stuff with me on holiday because where we were staying there wasn't a great deal to do. It was a lovely spot, but it was in the mountains, and if you weren't a walker there wasn't much else to do. Oh, be careful now that I don't smudge the design too much, or I might just leave that actually. I'll leave it as it is. I'm not going to do that anymore in case I lose too much of the pattern. Don't want to lose the pattern. Right, so just move that to one side. So this section here, I'm going to do a bit of, it's a bit more stenciling, but with some, modelling paste. But I'm going to use this one. This is the Heidi Swap Silver modelling paste. Texture paste, they call it. Because I thought silver and pink, they go really well together. So I thought I might use a bit of this. Another quite bold pattern. So I'm very much concentrating on patterns, of course, because that's the prompt. Mustn't forget the prompt. So I'm just going to put I haven't used this for so long, it's probably got a bit dry around here. I think I'll get another wet wipe out because I might need it. The other one is very pink now. Right. So what I want to do is just a bit of this chevron in this top section. Put a nice big dollop of the texture paste there, and get my spatula. Where did I put it? There it is. Okay, so I'm just going to put this here. Try and get it kind of straightish. I might just have it like that, so I don't want to have a hard line here. Let's have it going slightly off the edge. Let's try this. It's quite a thick stencil this, so I imagine it's going to make a bit of quite a thick coat of texture paste. You need quite a lot to go through these through the holes, I think. I think I've got it back to front. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I don't want to be doing that. Doesn't have to be perfectly solid, because there's still a bit of pink showing through, which is nice. To go reasonably far down, not all the way down. I'm going to do something else on this corner. Right. How are we doing? Just want to be sure that you can see the chevron showing through. Chevron pattern. I have to stop saying pattern like that. I think we know what the prompt is by now, don't we? Okay, let's have a look. See if that's, as long as you can tell what it's supposed to be. Yes, I think you can. Good. Let's get this off quick. Actually, it would have been all right if I'd had the pink behind there. I hadn't really thought that, of course, the white is going to show through. I'm not so sure about that, so I might do something over that. I don't know yet. So hopefully that's going to be enough. I think it is. I think I'm going to need to dry this now before I do anything else, otherwise the texture paste will smudge. So I'll just bring in my my heat tool and dry that off. Just having a... No, I think we'll stick with that. I can always add some more after if I feel it needs it. Right, so that's nice and dry now. So the next thing I want to do is use a piece of embossed paper. So I've got this. It's not particularly thickish. It's thickish paper. It's not copy paper. And I've embossed it with a damask embossing folder that I have. I have literally 2 embossing folders this size, A4 size. And this is the only one with a nice pattern on it. I think I've got one other very small. I really don't have many embossing folders. I think I literally have 3. The other one is a little one. So I just did the whole page because I really love this pattern, and I hardly ever think to use embossed paper or to do an embossing on any of my papers. I suppose because I haven't got many folders. So what I want to do with this, I want to just tear, if I can, as I say it's a bit thick, there we go, tear it sort of so it goes across the corner a little bit. Just wanting to follow the line of the embossing, not the actual way I want it to go. Where am I going? It's possibly a bit... I've got to cut this piece off because this is the straight piece at the edge. So I want it to come across down there, I think. And yeah, maybe I'll just tear that. No. Don't be silly. Going to tear it, you'll mess it up. Even more than you have already. Right, so I'm going to cut that along that, cut that straight bit off where the embossing fold doesn't quite reach the edge. I think I might just tear that little bit off there as well. Right, let's see how that looks on here. So if I could put that like that. Yes. Yes, I like that. Okay. I think that's all right. Yeah, why not? We'll do that. I'll put that on. So I need my glue. Well, I think this bottle is almost done. I didn't want to waste any and not use the last bits, but I may have just got to the end of this. Bear with, I just need to check if there's any left in here, otherwise I'll change. I've got it. We're all good. It was just a bit clogged. It's hard to know with this glue because the bottle, it's really hard to tell when the glue's gone, because it's white glue, and of course it coats the bottle so you can't see whether it's empty or not. And I've had this glue, I think I bought it either at the end of August or beginning of September or something like that, so I've been using it for some time. I keep expecting it to run out, but so far so good. Okay, let's get this on. Like that. Just pat it gently because we don't want to lose the embossing. It's not a very deep embossing, but it makes a lovely pattern. I hope you can see it, but you'll see it even better shortly because I am going to colour it a bit. I'm just going to try and pick out the pattern with some ink. So just trying to decide which is going to be the best colour. So I think I might start. I was going to use the pink raspberry because I thought this was a light colour of pink, this spray. It's a bit deeper than I expected, so I think maybe to go with the contrast I might go with a paler pink than I'd planned, and we'll see how it looks. I found the one I should have used, which I might still use for some splatters, is this one. It's a Lindy's Stamp Gang, I think it's called the make. And this is it's candy pink, cotton candy pink, so it's a much paler pink. I should have used that for the spraying, but I didn't, so just have to go with what we've used. So I'm going to try Victorian Velvet on here and see how that looks. If it doesn't pick out enough colour, I will go with the pink raspberry after all. I just want to run this over. Just pick out the embossed bits. This bit here. Maybe if I turn it that way I'll have a better angle on it. Try and be careful not to go onto the surround, because the whole idea is to try and pick out the embossing and not colour the whole thing. I don't know if this is the right tool for this. Maybe I should use something like this, which is a bit flatter. Not that one though, because that's got the bright pink on it. Right, maybe this would work better. Don't know. Just try and rub it over like that. Oh, I don't know. I'm not getting such a soft colour with that, am I? Nope, I'll maybe go back to... Where are we? Yeah, maybe go back to the brush. This is not something... I don't think I haven't done anything with embossed paper for so long. I really don't know what I'm doing. Just have a picture in my mind. It's not really turning out quite the way because the colours aren't quite as I imagined them. Things never quite turn out as you think they might. Sometimes that's not a bad thing. Just have to go with it. Trying to be very gentle with this. Okay, I think, oh, there's a bit down there I missed. All right, I think that will do. Yeah, not loving it right now, but we'll keep going. So I've got some other little bits I want to add. I just don't know how they're going to work now. I've got some bits of fabric. So we have a polka dot pattern. Oh, got two bits. Don't need two. Polka dot. Got a little bit of check. And I've got a little bit of stripe. So I thought I would quite like to use some bits of these. And obviously these are far too much bigger than I need. But I thought I might try some pieces of this going up this side. Or shall I do them up the top? I'm going to cut some pieces off and then we'll try them in different places. Piece of that. This may be a bit too big, I'm not sure. Too wide, should I say. These are just scraps, so I've just grabbed them. And we'll have a play. So my idea had been, that might not be great, I don't know. To do, this is too wide, I think, just a little bit, but I wanted to show the check pattern, so I'll just cut this bit off the side here. Do them at different lengths. Polka dot, maybe that will go all the way across. Something like that. And then for my focal point, I want to use this lady. She's got a really lovely polka dot dress on. I've got a whole load of these ladies ready for my 50s journal. And I wanted one that had a distinctive pattern. And a lot of them have just got plain dresses on without any particular, or just got flowers on or something. And I wanted one with a pattern, and this has definitely got a polka dot pattern. So I kind of want to put her something like that there. So I don't know if that's, it's almost like there's samples that she's been choosing from for her dress to be made, and she's picked the polka dot. But she was looking at these others as well to see what dress she would like to be made. That's the idea I'm going with. Not that you have to have a story or anything, it's just that it seemed quite a nice way to bring them together. So I think perhaps something like that. I'm just wondering if I need anything up in this corner. It's looking a little bare. I didn't know whether to put the fabric swatches. Maybe the fabric swatches should go up there. But then it looks a bit bare down here then, doesn't it? Oh. Could put those up there, I suppose. And then she could have something underneath her to stand on. I've got an idea. Bear with, I'll be right back. Right, so I remembered I had this stamp set by Crafty Individuals called The Dressmaker. And as we've been talking about her trying these swatches to see what dress she'd like to make made, and there's this lovely label that says Dressmaker and who she is. It's like her advertisement label. So I thought if I could stamp that, and I'm going to stamp it onto this. I don't know if it's perfect, but I think I quite like that colour, the cream. It's quite thin, but it doesn't need to be very thick. I can always do it on some cardstock if that doesn't work out, but I thought I'd try stamping it on here and see what that looks like. I think we'll go with some black. I think that's the right colour. Oops. Let's try it. Hope this black is still okay. Feel like I need to buy a new black. See how it comes out. It's okay. I might just try one more time. It's not stamped quite as well as I'd have liked. It's a little bit washed out looking. I don't know if that's because my ink is drying or whether it's just how the stamp comes out. Let's try that. Let's try one more time. I do like this set of stamps. I've used the ladies a few times. These ladies that are in here on this stamp, if you can see it. I know I've got my light on because it's quite a dull day, and so I'm hoping it's not making too many shadows. I apologise if it is, but it was just too dull in here. Oh, that's come out a bit better. It was just a bit dark in here. I needed a bit of light to see what I was doing. Right, so I will just cut this out. So we've left sunshine and come back to dull and dreary and pretty chilly. It's not freezing, but not far off it. We've been in the Canary Islands. Well, islands. We've been on one of the Canary Islands on Gran Canaria, which is an interesting place. Very mountainous. Well, it's like basically it's an extinct volcano, and to go anywhere, driving anywhere in certainly in the part we were in, and it's not a very big place. It was just continual switchbacks and hairpins. Oh gosh, it was a bit scary. We were just going this way, this way, this way. I mean, the roads are just incredible because they're just winding up the sides of this massive volcano, extinct volcano. And it's like the bowl where it all blew out is where they now, where all the villages are, and you drive around these roads and it's just endless twisting and turning. And Richard did say that he thought it was harder to be a passenger than to be a driver because he said it was quite fun to drive, and I wasn't finding it fun. Mainly because I'm on the side that's like on the precipitous edge most of the time, and I was just like looking down into this chasm on the side of me, and it made me nervous because the roads weren't very wide. They were just about wide enough to pass somebody going the other way. But if you went anywhere, that is what we had to do. So we didn't go out a lot. We spent quite a lot of time just really chilling and relaxing, reading books. I watched a lot of YouTube videos, I must say. So I did keep up with my YouTube watching, which I do enjoy. Gives me lots of inspiration. Right, so the idea, I'm thinking if we can put that down there. Stick that on there. Looks like it needs a couple of little brads there. So I could put those in. Yeah, let's see if I can find some little brads to put in the side there. Okay, so what have I got? I'll just grab my tweezers so I can pick them up. What colour shall we have? We've got these kind of, maybe. Got little gold ones. I don't really want gold hearts. It's gold. Although maybe I should stick with some silver because I've got the silver. Texture paste. I can't get hold of them. Got a couple of silver ones. I don't know. I've got purple. I thought I had purple. Got a couple of purple ones. Do I want purple? Do I want pink? I mean, there's so many options. I don't think I want pink. I could do the purple, or I could do the silver. All right, let's. I can make the whole, and then I can make the decision after when I see which one I like the best. So I'll just pull out my another one of the purple ones. There we go. Let's see which one I like best. Right, so I just glued this on, I think, and then we'll add the brads. So don't think it's a problem that it's quite a thin piece of paper. Doesn't need to be substantial, I don't think. Could almost use this as a journal card in my journal when I come to make it. Right, so that's another media. Getting a nice lot of mixed media in here anyway, aren't we? Different media. Right, so I'm just going to take these off for a moment. I like those like that. I think that's what I'm going to go with up there. And pokey tool. Okay, and through there. Okay, let's see how that looks. So we'll have a look at the purple ones. Or actually, I think those prongs are a little bit thicker than the other ones, so perhaps I'll start with the silver ones and see if I like those. So I don't want to make the holes bigger and then need to put the lip ones in and they rattle around a bit. Whoop. Let's get hold of the little darling. Come along. Just get through that hole. Right. I do actually think I like the silver. I think I will go with the silver. Okay, and we'll just... I know I was going to try the purple as well, but like I said, if I make the holes bigger and then go back to the silver, they won't sit so well. Oh, I can never find the right... I can never open these things. There we go. I get them to lie as flat as possible. that. Okay, just get that out of the way. Just use that to poke my holes through. Don't need those now. Get those out of the way. Right, shall we put on our little swatches? So I was going to just stagger them a little like that. Yeah. Okay, now I think I'm going to try using the white glue because I don't want the glue to show through, and I think on there a bit, especially this one and the other thin one, the fabric glue will show through, and this one probably won't, hopefully. I think it's strong enough to hold these. So that one I'm going to use the whole piece. It's showing through a little, but I think it'll dry clear. I know they're not cut straight, I don't care. And then that one. And then the bits that I'll trim off the extra bits that I don't glue down. I'm not going to cut those bits down until I've glued them on where I want them. And that's going to go about there, I think. There we go. That one there. And this one I've got to be a bit careful because it's very, very thin. It's almost like a organza-y type fabric. I'm not sure what type of fabric it is, but it's very thin, very see-through. But it's got a nice pattern. So we're going to use it. And they look like little swatches, don't they? Swatches of fabric samples. Our lady. We'll call her Miranda, shall we? She looks like a Miranda, don't she? We'll call her Miranda, and we'll say she's been choosing between these swatches for Miss Howlett to make her dress, and now she's got it, and she's very pleased with it. And I'm just going to glue her on. There we are. There you go, Miranda. Don't you look pretty? Let's just trim off these bits of fabric. And I think, just about to say I'm finished, and then I realised I'm not quite because this bit's not stuck down properly. Oh no, I do want to do, I might do some little pink splattery bits. Bring a little bit of the pink in over here. Just got to be very careful with this Lindy's Starburst spray because it's a really pretty pink, and I want a little bit of pink up here. I better cover Miranda's face. She doesn't want pink splatters on her face, does she? Put that there to cover her, and I think I'll try and just take this off and let's do some drips. It's quite a delicate shade of pink. It's very pretty. Alright, I think she says. Okay, I'm done. Enough. I may just want to dry those. Let's get that off there. I've dried it a bit. I don't think they're completely dry, but I was a bit nervous about melting away or reheating the texture paste in case it did something funky. But I think these are more or less dry. It's just this got a bit dry, but they'll dry in their own time because I haven't got anything else I need to do. So there we are. I really like that. The prompt was patterns. I think I've got lots of patterns on here. But I really think it's turned out as quite a pretty card, and I'm very pleased with it. So I hope you enjoyed that. I've enjoyed getting back in here. I've been wanting to do this one. I've had it in my head. It's not turned out exactly how I had it, but then things never do they? But I'm very happy with how it has turned out. And I will see you soon. I'm hoping maybe I'll even get another video done today. I don't know. Got quite a few other things I should be doing, but I have been given carte blanche to come in here and spend the day in my craft room, so maybe there'll be another video coming as well. So anyway, I will see you soon, and thank you for joining me. Bye!